Alright, hello YouTube. Welcome back. We're at the feature race. So this is starting good. Oh no, I forgot to do red flag, so we're gonna start 3, 2, 1. Antonelli is gonna be taking that there. Lucas Stefano, does he have it? Now he's gonna be overtaken by Kubica there. Trying to defend that P2 now. Come on, ladies and gents. I think it's very obvious who's already taken an early lead here, but now it's a fight for P2. Against Lucas Stefano and Kubica. Kubica, who's P3 in the standings, would very much want a good placement today. And also, Fittipaldi, I don't think has ever had such ever been in a position with like this much points being on the table, especially with both of their drivers starting in the top 5. Chuck Dune, the junior Fittipaldi, and his teammate that who did place 3rd in the sprint yesterday is all the way down to 8th. He's gonna need to go up a few positions if he wants to start fighting for some real points. Lucas Stefano takes pole, and now takes fastest lap. Lucas Stefano is going to be fighting the championship leader here. It's going to go side to side. Who's going to take it, though? It's going to be Antonelli. Oh! No! No, 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 no! Antonelli and Lucas Stefano, they seem to be out now.
Things happened. Looks like the Alpine.
They're not out. They're coming back now, but this could be very, very bad for these two drivers. Championship leader against a midfielder. Alright. Alright, Kubica starts leading. That didn't cause really a safety car. That was just a yellow flag, so it's going to be still a very close fight now. Fittimaldo's going to be alone in the fight for points, and Antonelli now has a what seems to be a 5-second penalty, for causing a collision. Fittimaldo now going to be fighting Kubica down the DRS straight, going into turn 4. Ooh, it's going to be close, though. They don't want to be replicating the crash from last lap, so it's going to be a much closer, cleaner race now. And also, Ali GK is going to be the driver dependent to bringing in points, so even having fastest lap right now is a good play for him right now. So, that's good movement. There's going to be some switching between the first 3 drivers as they seem to separate. Does seem that the top 6 are separating from the rest of the pack. Very slowly. It could just end up being top 3 though. Pablo takes fastest lap though. Oh my god, it's almost a slideshow. Charles Leclerc gonna be fighting there. Oh! He's down to 4th. And Schwartz comes up, going to try to fight for another podium today. Kubica did have to take a little bit of inside tarmac, which isn't the most optimal, but it's still going to be more than enough to be fighting. Antonelli is going to also need a very, very good strategy to come back from that. So let's hope that he can properly get Stefano out of the way and start climbing back to the field. Also, I don't make the decisions. I want to review that after the race. I didn't really get a good camera on that. I'll send you the clip, but obviously you're not the FIA. Alright. Yeah. Whoa. This seems to be big. I can't. Why the hell is... I'm not gonna... No. Fitamaldo now gonna be fighting for his first ever race. He hasn't... Alright. Kubica now. Trying to get away from the rest of the top 5 now. Ali GK in the last few laps has gone from 8th to 6th. So he's gonna be trying to make up for the points that his teammate cannot get today. And Schwartz is now leading. Oh shit. Alright. Paolo Albano seems to have spun out. Down to P20. Schwartz is gonna have a really hard time defending going into turn 1 now. Now he's immediately down to P2 before going to turn 3. He could lose a large amount of positions here. And he won't. He's been defending. Juck Dune already up to P3. Fighting for P3 anyway. That's where he ended off his sprint. You can see how close he's getting now. Especially Schwartz and Fitamaldo. We're starting to see a DRS train form between P14 and P17. Not exactly what Candy Tolman would want after a double top 5 finish in the sprint yesterday, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yep. Alright, Alex Ryan, after winning the sprint race, doesn't have the luck of starting in a good position or, having a good comeback from that. Does seem that Antonelli could have some form of damage. No reason. We're tired. No reason. Kubica does take back the lead from Schwartz there. So it's gonna be who knows who can take the lead by pit starts. In my opinion, I don't think this race is gonna be the real Kubica, is he going to be able to defend against Schwartz here? It does seem that okay. A lot of drivers are on hards because that is going to be the optimal tire to get to all the way up to about lap 27, 28. That's where we're going to be seeing rain quickly form. Antonelli is immediately back in the fight now. Going from pole to 18th to last is not what you want to be seeing today. But he's looking at intervals now. He can start fighting back through the back markers, through the midfield, and start to get into some very proper points today. If he can make that back. It's going to be very hard. Schwartz and Kubica. Oh my. Yep. We can just be seeing how close it's going to go here. Stefano could lose 2 positions in one go, or he's going to be shoving. He could shove a driver with him out. No, he's not, but Albano and Antonelli are going to go side to side. The fight for P18 is going to be an elusive one now. Ladies and gents. Albano, this is his first ever race start properly. He's been in Wii Races 2 for a very long time. He's a graduate from Wii Races 2, so that's a very nice look. Schwartz is now seeming to take over. Well, we could see another fight. Let's just hope that none of these top 3 drivers lock into one another. That's not what they want to be seeing. Broski defending. Oh. Hyatt to back off there. Down in P8. Jacques Dude now in P5 now. Fastest lap is gonna go to Paland here. He's doing a very clean fight. Back to where he started there. Accidentally, I think it's gonna be a real make or break. If he has a bad pit stop along with that penalty, I think it's game over for him to get into the points. Good play. Battle for 12th is gonna be Funoda versus Pablo here. Immediate overtake there. Schwartz is gonna try to go with that dive bomb along with that proper fight. And Antonelli up to P18. It's gonna be the real discourse. Can he come back from that's gonna end that penalty? I personally think so. I think he can get like maybe top. I think he can get to like P8. All right. All right. In the meanwhile, I know I'm not really commenting right now. I'm not really sorry that I'm not looking at Twitch chat right now. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to sweat. I have to open that. Alright, Fitamaldo now leading, fighting against Juk June. Here from the junior program. I'm making oof. Yep, Behrman down at last place due to a very bad lockup. That's on Kiki here. Look at that. He's going up to P16 now. Juk June now leading the race. You know, he was third in the sprint. I didn't really think that he was going to be all that competitive. But here we are. Look at that. It's going to be a four-way fight. Fitamaldo does take that lead from Jacques there. Oof, Jugdun absolutely sends it there now. Taking the lead back with good DRS, giving himself more distance to come back. I'm not exactly looking at Twitch chat right now. I'm making a website to vote for Driver of the Day. Oh. Yes. Well, but can he take it back? And the answer is yes, he can. How's the race going? to know the rules. Alright. I'll start looking again at yeah, Conk is doing very hot right now. They're doing well. I think Fitamaldo is just repeatedly showing why, you know, he leads two semi-successful teams. So now, now. Is anyone saying something to the Discord? No. Okay. Cool. So Antonelli. Oh, if there's a crash here, he's gonna benefit a lot. He's gonna get a safety car. He's gonna pit, but we still have quite some ways to go for rain to start forming. So let's look at the fight for the leaders now. If anyone wants me to focus on like one person specifically, just ask, and I can focus on them for a few laps. If you want like a specific camera, if you want to speed for a little bit, like increase or lower speed or whatever, just ask, and then I'll be able to implement it. Okay, I am recording. Phew. Oof! Stefano gets absolutely shoved back to P19. Antonelli, though, marching on. He's going to be fighting through the midfield. I think he could very realistically get to P13 before we start seeing people getting to the pits. Oh my god, look at that. Let's look at... Did you guys... That was some side-to-side stuff. Now, like he is gonna be trying to attack here. Nail the conditions. We can obviously see here when to pit in about 2 to 3 laps time. Yeah, Jacques Dune very much takes the lead by half a second. He's gonna be losing it though. Is he gonna be able to defend now? Huh. Oof! Jacques Dune all the way down to third now. It's gonna be a fight between Fitamaldo and Leclerc. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Is he gonna be able to fight against Holland though? That he is. Okay. Yeah, Fitamaldo does take it over. Could be any lap now. Yeah, within 3 minutes time, we're gonna start seeing rain. Jacques Dune takes that lead back. There's rain. Yeah. Look. Track details. That blue line shows how much rain there's going to be on track at any moment. Can't be that bad, right? Honk running P6, P8. It's not very light. I don't think it's gonna, it's not gonna be like wets, but it's gonna be inters for like, it's gonna be a 2-stop because of the rain. Lucas Stefano and Oliver Behrman. Oh! Oh my god, Stefano shoves him off. That's kind of scary. Not a good look for Luca. That could... I don't know. I think that was very accidental. Though, maybe if he keeps this up, that could be cause for giving him the penalty, which is unprecedented. Oof. Okay. Canali start climbing up the positions to get Rusty's a podium or even a race win, because obviously their primary driver. Yep, we can start seeing the rain. It's very. For now, it's going to be extremely heavy now. Yeah. Five viewers. Okay, yeah. Everyone's starting to pit now. This could be a repeat of Canada. Where everyone pits besides maybe a few people that are trying to stay out. Yep. Called it. Kubica, Sainz, a handful of drivers are going to be staying out. Jump down. What's going to be... Oof! Not a good look for Leclerc here. Very slow pit stop here. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Antonelli, right now dead last. Can he come back from this? I think he can. At least P17 is in the cards, getting out of this pit stop. Yep. P19 right now. Everyone's going to be very close to one another. The four people have decided to stay out. Those guys could be losing a lot of time. And they are about a tenth of a second. Yeah, okay. They're pitting now. The real question is, yeah. Okay, Funoda also pits. Yep, okay, damn, and that means also DRS isn't going to be able to work its magic, so all overtakes are gonna... Oof, not a good pit stop from Sainz there. Don't think the team's going to be happy. Alright. Juck Dune leading by now 3 seconds. He could get a win for the junior program, which is needed. You know, they're ninth in constructors. But Schwartz also could be fighting here. Getting his third podium. Second podium of the season, though. That's some BS race. I'm also on this. Okay, I'm also on this. Okay. Alright, I've invited you to speak, Joe. Alright, hello, Joe. Okay. If you want to speak, that's on you. Okay. Okay, that was a... Okay, good thing that, Hello.
There's a lot of guests in there, so I'm speaking so softly. So sorry.
Oh no. Okay, I just wanted to test if something is a thing. That isn't an issue on your end, guys. That's an issue on my end. I was just testing if something is a thing. Okay, let's not whisper like that, man. I can barely hear you.
Because I'm too shy, you know?
All right. Let's see it. People are, yeah. Here's tires. Everyone's on practically the same percentage. Everyone is on the same tire. All right. If you guys want to keep on, you know, why don't you guys say your predictions in the comments or in the chat? Either the GC or the Twitch chat. That works. Alright. We're already at 2 millimeters. That could be... Yeah, this is about where it's going to peak. I don't think a lot of overtakes are going to happen, so I'm going to put it X4. For a while, obviously, we don't want to... Oh, what the fuck? Wait, Broski went down. Okay. I believed Conk double podium. I don't know, man. I think Schwartz is gonna have issues holding on to that P2. And you're I don't know. Never mind. But I'm not like, see? You see how close they are? All right, yeah. This is where it peaks, and now we're gonna. Yeah, Broski down to P8. I don't know what's happening. I think he's just not pushing as much. It could be an issue on the team's end. When? Okay. Plateau, and then it's gonna come back a little. And then... He's literally... Yeah, I guess he is a cat. But... Oh shit. Oh no.
Yes.
No.
We've had a crash. What happened there?
That's a great
Here
question.
we've got the Aston Martin.
No.
And that's the moment the car plows into the wall.
I don't
And
think you
that
can
won't
recover
do the
from that.
car
Yeah, no, that's
any
a
good
lot
at
of
all.
front wing damage there. A lot of front wing damage. Not good. Down to 13th. When it was dry, he was fighting for the race lead. He could pit. Yeah, okay. It's gonna go up a little, but it's only gonna go down. At most, it can go up to 2 millimeters, and then it's just gonna go all the way down. Not a good look for Conk, but now it's gonna be all in Broski's hands to get proper points today. Yeah, no, I don't think Broski's happy at the moment. You know, oh, that's a lot of weight. Oh, okay, yeah, he's down to 18th. He could theoretically. He's trying to defend against P19 and Behrman there, along with Antonelli, but I don't think he's going to hold on for that long, especially in those high-speed turns. Kubica has a puncture right now. That's gonna be able to yeah, okay, he's pitting now, so that's gonna be very, very important to some of the teams. He was the only driver to get even close to pushing his tires to the limit there. Kubica had a puncture, so that's the issue. And also Schwartz, I don't know, he locked up turn one and lost a bunch of his front wing there. So he's going to be fighting there. Oof. Accidentally up 2 positions because of the fight for, was basically the fight for P2. And now it's a fight for P19. No points for him, I guess. But there's still points for that team. Ali GK now, up to P2. That's going to be a very important thing to happen. And also Broski up to P. A lot of teams are going to be very happy over what could be possibly done. Oof. The way you are, the way you understand. You know, like I thought, it's just gonna go down now, right? Do you know what? I feel like this is a race that should really highlight. I'm gonna let people vote for Bottler of the Day too. So I'm gonna let people do that starting this race. Oof, it's gonna be a fight between Fitamaldo and Sanz here. This could be a double podium for the Red Bulls. The Rusty's Dynaco HTV trifecta here. Yeah, no, Schwartz has no pace on that broken front wing. Schwartz has absolutely no pace. He could genuinely get lapped. It's already 5. When are people supposed to be pitting? About lap 60, so I'm going to put it X16 now. I don't know why. Okay, 54. Oh my, Schwartz is almost a lap. He could genuinely be a lap down if he pits. Oof. Luca losing a lot of pace. Alright, 15 laps to go. What lap is it though? Yeah, okay. Fastest pit stop. He's gonna go to Fitamaldo if he can. What lap are we? 56. Once people start pitting, I will be. No, people aren't Okay. Will people pit though? That's the real question. I don't. Yeah. All right. June going in first, going for the softs. Ali GK for some reason is gonna stay out. Same thing with a lot of other drivers. I think they're gonna be waiting until the next lap to do so. They could. June is gonna be expected to go 11 laps on this medium here, which, you know, it's something. It's a choice. Antonelli has a lot to gain here. If this undercut, you know, if this overcut is a good call. Yeah, up to P16 now. It seems that only the drivers that put on softs. Oh, okay. Schwartz is gonna definitely need to replace this. He could end up just being straight up a lap down. Oh shit. Okay, thought that was an issue. Okay. Alright. Everyone who hasn't pit yet is now going to start going into pits. Ali GK does put on the softs. What about Leg here? The junior team, who's doing almost equal, if not better in some areas, to the senior team today. Juanchi, who has his first ever outing. Broski now leads the race. I think he's gonna... Oh. Okay, that's not good exactly for Tolman there. Yeah. Antonelli now up to P15, but he's definitely going to need to pit. Everyone else behind him has already pit down. Broski could lap his teammate if things don't improve. Schwartz now has minor damage, but it's probably from his underbody, or side pods, or suspension. All right, Fitamaldo and NMR are gonna go into pits now. Yep. Juck Dune comes back, kind of burning through his tires. All right, Fitamaldo going into the pits. NMR also gonna try to fight for points today. Kubica, he had a puncture today. He's gonna need to bounce back with a good pit stop here. Broski said for some reason he's staying out, even though it's gonna be very, very hard for him to be here on those inters. Teams or could be doing rollings. I mean, they could be trying to push the inters just to make sure that they can get onto the soft a little bit smoother. The real question is, will Broski box now? Yes. Yeah. No. No, he won't. No, he won't. Right. Intervals. Doesn't seem to be. LAGK gets fast slap. Alright, Lucas Stefano now pits. Same thing with Antonelli and Behrman now. Oh, not a good look. But will Antonelli... Does he overtake them in the pits? He overtakes Behrman. So he's gonna be... He could... Rookty for some reason is staying out, even though there's a lot to lose if he continues staying out like this. There's only 4 drivers right now that are still on the inters. Alright, Broski now pits. Broski now pits. Don't tell me. Okay. Seems to be that there maybe was an issue on my end. NMR takes fastest lap. He's going to be defending from Fitamaldo. And fight for P9 now. Noda takes it, actually. Broski seems to also be out of the realm of points. Just voted. Okay. 15 laps to go. 15 laps to go. I'm going to be releasing the, Wait. No, wrong.
We've got a yellow flag.
Oh, fuck. This could be
Right,
bad.
so this was the 4th corner.
Alright, so Pablo here, fighting against Oh, this could be.
And the impact on the car
Oh!
is quite clear.
Damn!
Thankfully, after that, it seems the drivers are okay.
I think they're fine. Okay. If this isn't an excuse to pit, I don't know what is. I don't think safety car is gonna happen. Safety car is not gonna happen. Green flag. But it's gonna be 5 seconds to Pablo there for that crash. That was not good. Not good at all for him. No. Penalty on debut. Well, not a good look. Especially while having a very controversial and risky strat. All right. Yeah. So everyone who hasn't. Okay. Does seem that Juck Dune is currently winning the vote for driver of the day with 66%, and Kiki Antonelli with a 33% there. Pablo, is he gonna? Okay, he's gonna be right behind Alex Ryan there. Gonna have to serve. Is he gonna serve the? Yeah, he's gonna serve the 5 seconds in pits. Oh, Antonelli being shoved off there. A little bit. That could have just been him taking a little bit risky of a racing line. Up to P16. Juck Dune very much. Oof, Leclerc and Sainz are gonna be fighting each other. Yellow flag out. Oh, Sainz. I think that was a spin. Spin on
Let's
turn
take
4
a look
there
at the replay.
for Sainz.
Right, let's have a look as we
He's
go
fighting
into
his
turn
teammate.
4. And the
Overtakes,
control's lost.
and then
And I wonder,
oh, not a
could
good
they have
look.
done
Exactly,
anything
is
about
it?
that?
Not a good look for anyone
And look
involved,
at
you
the
know.
team there. They all...
He's down to P5. He's only down 1 position. Which that 1 position could be crucial for trying to get into the top 3 of instructors. Antonelli could be, yeah, he's 2 seconds behind the driver that shoved him off at the start of the race. Antonelli takes fastest lap. Yeah, let's see the votes. Yeah, so far there's only 3 votes right now for driver of the day, so if you guys want to vote, please do so. Three laps to go now. Motorsports. Right to fight Verstappen, Nina for P18 there. Juanchi trying to get points on debut here, which would be a P9. Same thing with Holland here, especially knowing, you know, McLaren is somewhat of a tricky spot here. Jacques Dune, I think, is going to be leading this to the very, very end. Oh, okay, Jug Dune, Binley, he has a lead of 5 seconds. He was one of the drivers to fight for the lead at the start. He was one of the drivers to keep the lead after the first 10 laps. But what's going to be really important now is if he doesn't crash, because there's a lot on the line if he doesn't crash. He's going to be able to get 25 points. He's going to be able to really, really officially lock out Fittipaldi Jr. from relegation and keep them in We Race 1, which is a very good look. Start going up to the midfield in constructors, and Dune becoming a very recognized driver. He's gonna go down as a new race winner here, ladies and gents. As Jug Dune becomes an official race winner, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, LAGK is going to be going through P2. Can Leclerc keep this podium? Alright. Alright. And L points confirmed. Winota gets proper points today. Juanchi, points on debut. 7 Amud, I think, in his best ever finishing position of. Oh my god. Okay. No positions.
I doubt we'll see a smile on the face of Daniel Ricciardo.
Continue. Okay. Alright, bye-bye, YouTube.